in every single anime, manga, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it's starting to infect One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I'm not talking about your Lord and Savior, Sun God Nika. No, I'm talking about Kuma being the new Jesus figure.
He kind of
is simultaneously the goodest and most punished man to ever exist. It's wild.
It is. It's so sad. Because it keeps getting worse.
He didn't deserve this.
Not at all.
He didn't deserve. So, little thing has happened in my life this week.
All right.
Absolutely hilarious. So, about a year ago, I made a comment on like a Thornton's Arcade.
Oh, I saw this
video talking about like One Piece Fighter Z. Talking about like a potential for a One Piece fighting game, like a 2D fighter like that, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, dude, wouldn't it be kind of sick if Kuma was the training dummy? Because Kuma's like a really big guy. He's capable of taking a lot of damage, a lot of hits, and, you know, you can make that whole, you know, when you're fighting a training dummy, and you do a lot of damage to them, and then they just like, they zoop right back up to full HP, so you can practice your combo on them over and over again.
Right.
They don't fight back, they don't do nothing. So Kuma could like exist as that in real life, because he could literally just push damage out of himself.
Oh.
And I was thinking about like all of these different things coming together a year ago, when Egghead was just like a tiny baby arc, barely starting. And I made the comment, voted up to like top 10, I think. I made the comment of like, man, it would be so sick if Kuma was the training dummy. And that comment has come to roost.
Yes, it has. Good heavens.
Oh my. Me from a year ago is now a demon.
Yeah.
I am lowly scum.
Oof. Big oofs in chat.
Because everyone's like, dude, really? Kuma? And I'm just trying to explain. It's like, I didn't know at the time.
Oof. I saw that when you said that to me. I forgot to talk to you about it. Oh my goodness. It's a good thought, though.
Just how, like, this flashback has been catastrophic.
At every turn.
First we had, oh yeah, by the way, you know how the last 15 years you thought Bonnie was 22? She was 10. Technically 12.
Oh, Lord.
And now we have, did you ever say anything mean or slightly bad about Kuma? You monster? You terrible human being?
Hi, Jinbei. I'll save that for a little later, though. But first, the cover request is by Noda Skywalker, and forget everything else. There's a rabbit there.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we doing? Is a rabbit in the carrot? Are you going to say yes or no? Is the anime definitive or is it not?
I don't know if the cover page is like doing a slight reference to Carrot. It might be, but I think it's more of just a nod to... I don't think it's a reference to like Carrot will return in Avengers Endgame. I'm still holding out hope.
Me too.
Because I still like... I could throw... I could pour through every single panel of the manga and try to find as much subtle hints and detail and evidence that I possibly can to put a case together, right?
Right.
The evidence that I need is that I don't want to believe that Oda would write like that.
Because for anime Jannies to do the cleaning, which they've done like 2 weeks ago, for that to be the actual end, I'm like, brother, you can't be serious. I don't believe you.
But they also, like, the anime also didn't think to have Zoro visit Ryuma's grave.
Which is still wild.
Which I would say is more wild.
It is.
Than anything to do with Carrot, right? Like,
yeah.
You can say whatever you want with Carrot. Carrot was on a cover art. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Carrot has some subtle nods here and there. Like Oda making the nod, hey, this guy was called Carrot. And then there was also Carrot who was called Carrot. And they are both Carrot. But Oda visited Ryuma's grave. My brother in Christ. A month ago, Oda's like, hey, yo, what if I remade Monster?
Because, I mean, the appropriate thing to do would be like he's sitting at the grave praying, and then Onimaru just comes up and sits next to him.
Yeah, it's 2 panels.
That's it. I don't know.
2 panels, and then you flash to Kiku at the same position and a different part. It's kind of like a transition thing, right?
Yeah.
Then you flash to Kiku and at the same position, and you can infer, oh, Kiku's at Izo's grave. 3 panels.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need.
Oh, no.
Instead, we got 6 chapters of Yamato?
That's crazy. And like all the Yamato front, she better be coming back for all that time you spent. Cause like the back end was crazy. Like if she's nothing, like if we get to chapter 1400 and there is nothing, I'd be like, why?
And there's no Yamato.
Why?
Yamato's gonna come back in some variation, in some way or another, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of these characters are gonna come back in some way or another. Carrot is not gone forever.
No.
Carrot's not out of the series.
No.
The question is she going to be on the boat? Or is she going to be coming back as like some great member of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet for the final war against everyone?
Right. Leading the charge of all the rest of the furries.
Of course.
Yes. Because she'd be queen, I guess.
Because Garfield was too busy hanging out in Wano.
Which is kind of...
Apparently he's really popular in Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, I see why. Because he actually is Garfield, he ate lasagna, which is crazy.
They had the giant orange fat cat eat lasagna. How can that man write no goodbye for Carrot?
This is crazy. How you had Garfield and Odie. Okay, whatever. It's fine. We'll see. Never give up hope. But
spirit never dies.
Never dies. Meanwhile, Kizaru in his freshest fit. Look at this man.
Oh my goodness.
Huh?
Young Kizaru? What do the kids say these days? Fleek?
Fleek.
He's so clean.
Look at his tie. How, man. Oh, and this is when what's Big Head? No, Vegapunk. This is when Vegapunk finds out that his lab was bugged, which, okay. You didn't know that already? But okay, fine. Not being too mean.
Smartest man in the world.
Yeah.
Although I do like how we get a sort of explanation for Vegapunk being an idiot. Because he says the lines, good gosh diddly darn dang it, my brainwaves, they won't stop.
Yeah, he's thinking too much.
He's thinking so fast. He's thinking so fast that he can't focus on anything.
True.
My man just has ADHD.
Yeah. And probably massive headaches. Can you imagine him leaving out of doorways? Good.
Oh my god, I just realized this man is tearing through schematics so quickly. His desk is on fire.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
It's amazing. Also, X-Drake appears in this chapter.
Oh?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice X-Drake. Where's he at?
Right under the panel of them saying, okay.
Not Califa?
No. At the start of the chapter, under Borsalino's fit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There it is.
Wonder why he's here.
Yeah, wonder why Dinosaur Man is here. We can't get out of Wano. We can't. We just can't.
I mean, X-Drake existed before Wano. And he didn't really have that big of an impact on Wano.
Yeah, no, you're right.
If you want to put him in some flashbacks, I'm not going to be like, oh, this is clearly Oda
True.
trying to be like, oh, let's think about Wano again. It's like, X-Drake wasn't really that big of a deal in Wano.
That's fair.
Which is a crying shame, because I thought X-Drake was so cool.
Yeah, he was. His hybrid form is amongst one of the best.
It's so good.
So clean.
Like, immediately sells you on ancient devil fruit.
Yeah, and he's...
there's dinosaur devil fruits? Sign me up.
True.
And that's one of the best parts of Wano, is seeing all the silly dinosaur shenanigans.
Yep. Also,
Those are an afterthought. Dinos?
Dinos, baby.
Go on.
We get a actual confirmation of Kuma's bounty.
Yeah.
296 million.
So...
Yeah?
I'm trying to think. Oh no, what is 6?
Is 6 death? No, it's 4.
No. Japanese for 6. Because 2 is... Roku.
No, 6 is Roku.
So, yeah. Oh, I think 9 is Ka.
So each
No,
knee...
Ku.
Nikuro?
Oh!
Nikuro?
Nikuroku.
Nikuroku. What does that mean?
I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking something.
Huh.
But I'm just thinking it's like Ku is beginning of Kuma, maybe? Nikuroku? I don't know. What is Roku Shiki? 10 or 9 powers? Right? No. 6 powers left.
6 powers, right, yeah. Huh.
I'm not a Japanese man.
Neither am I.
But I wonder what Kuma's funny thing is.
Probably to die. Which is sad.
Because I saw 2 and I went, what else starts with knee? Uh-oh.
Yeah. And we see that Saturn has his own personal Denden Mushi. Oh my goodness.
I was kind of... I was a little bit... Oh, that's funny. Okay, I get it now.
Oh?
I looked up Kuma. Okay, so 2 is knee, and 9 is Q, and the push fruit is called the Nikyu.
Oh, I knew that. Oh, no. Oh, I feel silly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, you're correct. Ah, man. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was absolutely flabbergasted when I just saw that there was a dead Mushi with Saturn's face.
Yes.
Did they just let this happen?
Yeah. Just out on the... I mean, it's in a secret lab, so it's fine.
You would think that... I don't know. I just feel like you would think that not just the Celestial Dragons, right? These are beyond Celestial Dragons. These are like the untouchables to the untouchable, right?
Right.
These are like 3 levels above Celestial Dragon, even. Yeah. I just always felt like they would feel above transponder snails. because you would want them to be like as hidden as humanly possible.
True.
I would feel like you would want to only have like Sengoku speaking to them.
Yeah.
Or Kong. But no, apparently they're just like, whatever, I'll do it myself.
And he even has a little hat.
I do love it. That is good.
It's pretty good.
It's just, I don't know, it's just so weird.
I agree.
It's so weird thinking about the fact that it took us 1,050 chapters to have any Celestial or any
Gorosei, 5 elders.
Gorosei, thank you. To have any Gorosei do anything.
Yeah.
And already we've shown that Gorosei leave his island and go out and do stuff himself. Like, what, 4 times? 3 times now?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's flashback too.
God Valley and now?
Yeah.
It's like, these guys are pretty busy for, like, a shadow government that doesn't want to be seen by anyone, even the Celestial Dragons. Why are they just hanging out at God Valley?
It's a little strange. Though, to be fair with the God Valley thing, that's like 40 years from the main story.
True.
So we don't really know what the world was back then. But still weird.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're just talking about we're gonna turn you into a war zombie, Kuma. You'll be a big
every single time they introduce more punished Kuma, right?
Yeah.
I just feel like it gets more and more on the nose.
That's fair.
I almost can't believe it. Like, it's almost breaking the suspension of disbelief by just how hard they're nailing it home.
And just it's so aggressive. Like, we're going to turn you into a robot and you can never see your child again.
Like, Brook is like the saddest thing that's happened in One Piece.
Yeah.
And Brook makes me feel things.
Yeah. Me
like,
too.
When you get to the end of Thriller Bark, and you've already spent so much time with Brook, and we get that beautiful rendition of Big Sake while all of his crew members are dying around him, and you just get that moment where he's counting them down.
Oh.
Counting himself down to Solo. Dude, that broke me.
Yeah.
It is the saddest thing. It's so personal. It's so human. And to go through everything, 50 years of isolation, because he just wanted to see a whale smile.
Jeez.
Oh, God.
Man.
But, like, that's like one tragic thing that's happened to Brook.
Right.
It's a very tragic thing that happened to Brook, but it's one thing. Kuma is like, well, how can we make it more tragic? More tragic. More tragic. Well, he was born a slave, and then he escaped that, and fought through war, is a pacifist, but also does self war all the time. He had a lover, but he was just too punished. His blood is just way too cursed, man. So I can't let myself feel love. She gets kidnapped and brutalized.
Yeah.
Infected and killed. Man. So now Kuma can't even have a chance of happiness in that way, but she leaves one chance for this man to be happy, and it's this little girl that he can go ahead and adopt, and then she also has a terrible disease, man, and then he has to go in and have his entire name and legacy completely slandered because he wanted to be a protector. And then his daughter is going to die, and then she can't go outside, but he wants to keep her happy, but then he can't. Then he goes around and he's like, well, the only way that you can protect her is to be a slave again. It's like, and he's happy about it.
Yeah.
Like, how much? It's too much.
But you know what?
It's officially getting too much for me to take completely seriously.
But the thing is, it has to be like this aggressive because we need to justify all the actions that he's made throughout the manga.
We don't have to.
Ah.
Like, Kuma, I like Kuma. Everyone already liked Kuma. Right?
Yeah.
Kuma showed up, he was a bad dude. And he showed up, he was like big and he was scary. He had this crazy power.
Yeah.
He almost killed Zoro. He was a bad dude. But then he saved the crew. And then he kept the boat safe for 2 years. And then he became a robot. And we were like, oh, that's sad. That sucks. Like, we already liked Kuma.
Yeah.
We didn't need to try this hard. We didn't have to make Kuma the goodest boy to ever exist.
But I wonder...
Just to be crucified by life repeatedly.
It's going to get worse, I wonder.
How could it get worse?
But you know what?
How could it possibly get worse?
Well, they could ask him to kill a child.
Like Luffy?
Yeah.
What if he is responsible? Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Okay.
I was thinking of something. I was like, what if he was responsible for Sabo? He said he's blue, right? Oh, wait, no, never mind.
No. That's what a timeline.
That happened
weird.
way before that. Like, oh
Yeah.
god, this timeline is so weird.
But thankfully, you know what, Zakk? Throughout it all, at least Kuma has had someone very close he could always rely on. You know who that is?
My man Jinbei.
Monkey D. Dragon, baby.
Oh yeah, him too.
Always there.
Always there.
Except when the organization is at risk and he needs to hide out on Kamabaka Queendom. Because any other time it's like, well, whatever, it is what it is until I'm in danger.
Mm-hmm.
And then it is not. Then we got to skedaddle.
I mean, he's just like, all of his troops are like reacting to this, right?
Yeah.
They're reacting to what is possibly a pretty major threat to their organization, to their operation here, right?
Yeah, they're reacting to world news. They're reading the paper like commoners.
But, like, the news isn't wrong.
No.
Here. They know that they can't trust the news, but at this point, the news isn't wrong. We know that.
Yes.
And as it stands, one of their higher-ups have just been conscripted into the Navy.
Yes. Of which Saturn knew about, which... The fact that Saturn knows he was a revolutionary is like, oh. So is this
I imagine it's probably pretty common knowledge who's a revolutionary and who's not, because let's be honest, they're not exactly the most subtle group, despite how hard they try to be.
That's why I was convinced, like, oh, we're big espionage people, but
yeah, but it's like they can't really be espionage people when your leader is literally the most wanted man in the world.
Fair.
Known revolutionary Monkey D. Dragon.
Okay. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to do that.
I hope
it's just that
no.
Oda's very confused on what to do with the revolutionaries.
It very much seems that way.
So he has them go on cool spy missions, because that's what Sabo did. And then that's also what Koala did. And that's, like, really all we've seen of, like, characters that we truly care about. Otherwise, we've seen them do stuff like, oh, they went in, they saved Lelouja. Okay, cool. So they go in and they roll coups against evil kings.
Until...
I think that's kind of their MO.
And then the king comes back and it's like, well, we tried.
Bye.
Bye.
What's a power vacuum? Figure it out yourselves, boys.
That's what the pump fruit's for you to figure it out yourself, to gain the strength to know what to do. But yeah.
I just love, like, this is a pretty major problem, though, right?
Yeah.
Because he has intel on your operation. He knows all of your commanders.
Yeah.
Where they're stationed, what their role is, all of their powers, likely their weaknesses.
If he knows,
and now he's working for the enemy.
Yeah. And you know the worst part about that is, if he knows the names of all your subordinates' powers, you can look those powers up in a book.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not good.
See, but fortunately, we have the benefit of some hindsight, right?
Oh, true.
We know that Kuma didn't give away all their secrets.
That's true.
Because he doesn't have memory. He pushed them all out.
Yes. Like a big poo. He sure did.
So he pushed out all the memories. I don't know if he pushed out some or others. God, it's so weird.
I had a bad thought.
Hmm?
What if he shot Luffy and he came back to life? Sorry.
If
I brought the evil in. I'm sorry.
I don't think that's the case.
I hope not. Oh no.
Because let's be honest. If you shot Luffy, it would be fine. Bullets don't work on rubber.
I mean, a laser, Zakk. Oh.
Could you imagine if we started this going before chapter 1 and he evaporates Luffy?
Oh.
There's no way. There is zero way that we're going to do. There's no way.
No way. Oh, I'm concerned.
I think the most that we're gonna, like, Luffy doesn't know Kuma.
Right.
So, if they have some sort of shebang, right?
Yeah.
If they meet each other, the only way that we're going to make sense of this is if Kuma pushed Luffy's memories.
Right, yeah.
But we already understand for the devil fruit that what is pushed out eventually returns.
Or has to go into something else.
Yeah. Which I guess he could put Luffy's memories of their encounter into his memories.
Or into the tiger.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna get... Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to center myself here.
Sorry.
If this turns out to be a flashback of a Gum awakening, could you imagine the colossal damage that would do to Wano?
Wano might as well not exist.
Yes.
Because it's weird with Wano, like, it was a hockey arc for the longest and became a devil fruit arc, like, near the bare end. It's very odd.
I think at the very most, if we're going to have some sort of, like, interaction between Luffy and Kuma.
Yeah.
I think at the very most, Luffy is going to say something. I don't know what it is. It's going to be cut off. Because we're not going to be allowed to know. But Luffy is going to say something that Kuma hears that the audience doesn't. It's going to be like his dream or something.
That's what it's going to be.
And he's going to be like, that was in the Bible. Your dream is the same as his. You are you are a kindred spirit of Nika. I'm Audi 5000.
I'm out.
Goodbye, young lad.
Good day. Bye-bye.
I think that is like the best case, not best case scenario, but that's like the most likely scenario.
Here's another.
If we have to have like some sort of thing between them.
I like that.
Although having them send Kuma to kill Luffy does make the Gorosei feel slightly less impotent
and incompetent.
Yeah.
Like, at least you knew that
at least you know any attempt was made.
Yeah. What would be funny? Do you remember the Ox King
from Dragon Ball?
Yes.
What about him?
A big, large man. And he had a daughter, right?
Yeah. Oh my god. No. No, they're not getting married. Yeah. Luffy's already married to Adventure. Oh god.
I'm sorry. That was so funny. I thought about it though.
Oh god.
And
it always returns to Dragon Ball.
Yes, it does. But yeah, they're working on our boy and our girl. They're doing the surgeries. And then a funny picture is shown that Kuma's baby has drawn from him. And it's the best thing in the world.
God, that's good.
I love how she's sleeping on top of him now. Because he's as big as a mattress. I love that.
I love that his handwriting is in Comic Sans. Basically.
Yes. It's very good. Also, big thing. This is the first time, I think, in a series that we see a cargo ship.
Yeah. They're supposed to be everywhere, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, well, it is a comic about pirates, blah, 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 blah. But it's just a nice, cool world building thing.
Yeah. Imagine actual cargo ships in a manga about pirates.
Well, that's silly.
Thanks, so it only took 1,100 chapters.
Oh no!
It only took you 25 years to put out a merchant ship in your pirate manga.
Do you know the Berserk theme?
The theme song?
Like, oh,
Guts' theme?
Yeah, Guts' theme.
Yeah.
When you said that, that played in my head. Like, oh.
But you want to know something it'll really pep up your spirits?
What?
Look at the bottom of Kuma's ship.
It's his hat.
It's his pants. It's his hat.
I love it. I love it.
That's so cute. I love that.
He's got ears on his ship.
Everything about it is blessed.
And a cathedral in the back, because yes, you would. Because yes, you would.
Go to church, I'll bring the church with me.
Now, about the Warlord bits, let's talk about that real quick.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, get ready.
My man.
So who we tackling first? Sorry, I cut you off. Go on.
My man, Blessed Moria. Mwah. Perfection.
I love that he doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
But like during Thriller Bark, he knows exactly what it does. That's so interesting to me.
He figured it out eventually.
And he's just lounging.
My man is just chilling. He's waiting to become the Pirate King.
With his own daughter. Whom is not Bonnie's sister, boys. We lost.
We lost.
Game over.
Also, I'm kind of upset that the clone theory wasn't correct for Bonnie.
Yeah.
Like, Bonnie's body being a clone that had her consciousness pushed into it by Kuma makes so much sense.
It's very believable.
But I guess, nanomachine, son.
Basically.
Okay. What does that even mean? Stem cells?
Yes.
I put Hashirama cells in her, now she's cool.
And now she's the best.
Oh, God.
And the ship Crocodile was talking about, I looked it up. The ship from 212. That's the giant crocodile themed ship that made the rain. That is confiscated in 212 by Smoker and Hina. I had the name of the ship. I think it's called Massive or something like that.
I don't remember ships at all, man.
Oh, I had it right here. Oh no.
Man, they went crazy on Dofi, though.
They did. Of course.
They went absolutely nutty on this picture of him.
It gets funnier. I love that they were introduced at the same time. And he loves the idea of Kuma, but he has never met Kuma.
I love how absolutely crazy Oda went on Doflamingo.
Yes.
And then he looks like he drew Crocodile like while he was asleep.
Yes.
Crocodile looks so bad.
He is very jank.
This is the same page.
Yes.
This looks like it was drawn by two different people.
Yes. But
oh Lord,
blessed Fat Alvita and blessed Pokoko.
Mm-hmm.
Pokoko.
Kind of weird that they showed Alvita before Buggy, and not Buggy.
It is interesting.
I love that Cross Guild is all on the same page.
Yeah. Basically,
oh, wait,
yeah.
No, that's not just Cross Guild. Hold on. There's someone on this page that's not in Cross Guild. Yet.
Who?
Dofi, baby! And it's going to happen!
Has to. Imagine Dofi falling into Buggy's pace.
Oh my god, I want it.
Imagine.
So bad.
Imagine, like, you are the king above all, Mr. Clown.
I want it so bad. It turns out you were the Joker all along.
We're back around, baby! I love that. That's great. I don't know what Mihawk's doing.
My man Dofi has always been a big fan of Bucky.
He's the Bartolomeo? Oh.
Could you even imagine?
Oh, I need a drink. Oh. Oh, wow.
I need a smoke after saying that. Oh my god.
Wow.
I can't imagine being in that world. Also, Sugar's on this page. Hey.
Hello, little baby. Or, I guess, grown woman. Because she's 20.
A 23-year-old that looks like a 10-year-old as, quite the polar opposite of Bonnie, who is a 10-year-old who looks 22.
I hope she beats the allegations because it's not looking great.
It's not looking good.
I always thought her little crown was funny, though. I like that.
Yeah, the little crown is very cute.
I like that a lot.
I like Sugar a lot.
Yeah, she's a creepy girl, but I like her.
Yeah. Also, bear motif? Coincidence?
True. No, you got me. Nah. Nah, you got me. That's a good observation, actually.
Why does she also have bear ears? Who not? Anyway.
Don't be mean.
Oh, God. Also, them talking about Ace taking out one of the warlords.
Okay, about that. I've thought about this. Is that
something that we knew before?
No.
Or has Ace just, always been just the best? I guess that would explain why he's on Whitebeard's crew, then?
Ace has had a period of running around like a wild hog just doing stuff.
Yeah, he made it to Wano.
Yeah.
Ace made it to Wano.
That's crazy. Okay, so I've had an idea of who the warlord could have been, but I'm not sure about this.
Wang Ji, baby.
No, there's this random giraffe guy that I guess had the giraffe fruit, or he could have been a mink, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And the Ace cover novel thing.
Mm-hmm.
He fights this giraffe man, burns him up. He could have been the warlord.
That's fair. It'd be cool to have a mink as a warlord.
Yeah. Or a Zoan, I guess.
Yeah.
Because Zoan has never been a warlord.
Yeah, Zoan has never been a warlord, but let's be honest. Is Oda gonna say that Ace killed that guy so Kaku could get his devil fruit?
I would like him to say that.
But then that would mean that Ace has done a crime.
But he's dead. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's especially because he's dead that it matters.
Ah, jeez.
Because we have to sanctify Ace.
Man. That sucks. Boo! Alright, so I think it's time for me to go off. Okay, so you see Jinbei here, right? Talking to Whitebeard and Marco.
Yes, of course, he's my favorite character. How could I forget about him?
Look who he's in front of.
Oh, Ace. Yeah, he's my other favorite character.
No, look who's in front of Jinbei.
Who's in front of Jinbei? Let me actually go back to that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Whitebeard. Yeah, I know Whitebeard. He said the One Piece is real. Yeah, very cool.
Next to him,
Marco. Yeah. Dude, you remember Marco? Dude, that was so cool during the war.
and then in front of Jinbei.
What, some bountyless cabin boy who doesn't matter?
Yeah, that's weird, ain't it?
Yeah, why would they put him in there?
It would be crazy if he got like 2 devil fruits and became the world's most notorious man.
That would be... You can't have 2 devil fruits.
Right?
That's ridiculous.
I'm telling you all this at home. This fish is a fed. There is no way. There is no way you come off of all that crap and Impel Down. Don't say 2 words to this man. Actually stops Luffy from hurting him further. Because he had Teach on the ropes, which is weird, in the pre-time skip.
What's the thing about Teach, man? Teach is always on the ropes.
True, that's true.
But he never loses.
He never loses. But Jinbei still stops Luffy. Then they leave. Then all that stuff happens. Then Fishman Island happens. After the fact, he's like, oh yeah, that Blackbeard sure is a scoundrel. That's all you have to say about the man who killed the man that was defending your homeland. That he's just a scoundrel.
Not only did he kill Whitebeard, he took out 2 of Whitebeard's commanders.
Yes. He killed Thatch, and he killed Ace.
He killed a lot of your friends, man.
The people that you seem to be chummy with from this panel here. This character is a fed. There is no other I won't take anything else from it. It's too weird. It keeps happening is the problem. It keeps happening. It keeps happening. And this Kuma stuff is no better, because you mean to tell me, Mr. Oh, the legends were true, minks really do turn Super Saiyan when they look at the moon. You know that very odd, specific information. Or, better yet, oh yeah, Luffy, be careful, Katakuri's a special paramecia. Excuse me, sir, what is that? What? How do you know that?
I feel like Jinbei's role is to be the guy who knows things because he's been on the sea for a while.
Yeah.
But they're very inconsistent with that.
Like here, because let me remind you, he calls Kuma a tyrant king in the present. So you mean to tell me you learned nothing else about him? You learned nothing. Like, in the time that you known him, in the same organization, the same clique, he's done nothing.
Has Jinbei been at the Warlord meetings? You know, those meetings that Vegapunk got his DNA from? You know, those meetings that all the Warlords go to?
He's had to. He's had to have been once.
Yeah. He's been in the same room. He has probably had a conversation with Kuma.
Both of you have suns on your chests. Like, oh, I can't with this. Because it keeps getting worse as we move forward. And like his like lack of emoting on anything just makes it worse. Because
I don't know if that's supposed to be the character ideal or not.
Are you a fake Sun Pirate? Like, I've never seen you get the branding. Like, is that real? I assume it's real.
I mean, it hasn't washed off.
Is it a devil fruit ability that you're under? I don't know. Is it that color traps stuff? I don't know. I don't know. Is it? Because it's too weird now. And I wouldn't say anything, but it keeps happening.
Yeah.
And happening. Like every time he shows up. And now he's a main character.
And it's just like Jinbei is a guy who has been around.
Yes.
And it just feels like Oda wants to, I don't know, it feels like Oda wants to make him like a genuine good, right?
Yeah.
In the same kind of vein that like Kuma and Vegapunk are, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, we want to code this man good. So that people will look at him and be like, oh yeah, it's Jinbei. We like Jinbei. But has Jinbei earned that?
No.
I mean, the blood scene was pretty cool.
That is the only leg he's standing on.
Yeah, I mean, the blood scene was pretty cool. And he yelled at Luffy about his crew.
Oh, but the people... Go on.
How many years has this character been on the crew?
Now? Ooh.
Well, let me rephrase that statement. How many years has this character been in the story?
Like, name dropped.
Yeah.
20.
Because I was thinking at least since Marineford, right? If we're being generous.
I'm not being generous. 20 years.
Yeah.
Because he's mentioned in Arlong Park. And they doubled down on that in live action. So no. You had a plan for this man from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving him one leg up on this. No. It's ridiculous. And I've been told for years to wait. He'll get better. Wait, he'll get better. As the tracks for the train are being laid, I'm like, okay. And then it turns out the train keeps running into the same concrete wall.
Yeah.
The call is coming from inside the house. This is not good. Nothing is adding up. If he's a secret antagonist, I would prefer it. Because at least that would make sense.
Be a better twist than Evil Shanks.
I'll accept that. Because
it would be a much better twist than Evil Shanks.
Because let me remind you, okay, like earlier you would talk about how the Kuma stuff is going a little overboard, but look at the fatherly instincts that he has here, right? At least look at that.
Yeah.
Do you remember what Jinbei did?
I mean, Kuma is very likable.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the problem is like, my problem isn't that they're trying to make Kuma too likable.
Fair.
Because, like, Kuma, we already liked Kuma.
Yeah.
And Kuma doing dad stuff rules.
Yeah.
That's just like taking a character that we like and just basking in that.
Right.
It's the like, this is a character that we're gonna like and you will pity him.
Yeah.
It's trying too hard. It's not trying too hard to get me to laugh. It's trying too hard to get me to cry.
Fair.
And you didn't have to try this hard with Brooke.
Yeah.
And you succeeded there. Like, I'll happily accept any fate is not a panel that particularly stirs emotions within me.
Yeah.
This is like the big moment. It got a whole page to itself and people reacting to it.
Yeah. But of all of Kuma's fatherly deeds, do you know what a similar character did in a very similar situation?
Fisher Tiger.
Jinbei.
Koala.
Jinbei with Koala. Clean the floor, idiot.
Yeah.
I can't be the only one seeing that. That's crazy.
You are.
How? No one remembers.
Yeah.
That is crazy to me.
I would say about... What would you put the percentage at?
Of what?
Maybe 60? 65? Maybe even 70% of this fandom joined at Wano?
Yeah, that's fair.
At least in the West?
Yeah.
Or I guess at least in the States, I should say.
Yeah, because that's when it started to get hot, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when the One Piece live action was coming out, yeah.
I would say One Piece had a renaissance back in 2020.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden people were stuck at home with nothing to do, and they're like, well, there's this really big show that I've never had the time to complete. So I'm gonna do it now.
Yeah.
Big old renaissance, right?
Yeah,
Who's gonna remember Fisher Tiger's flashback?
Nobody but me.
Most of the fandom.
Nobody. I am suffering. But you all see.
Sorry to hear that, brother.
You all see. You all see. He even looks like a Blackbeard pirate.
He does. My man has goonish energy. That's the thing. He looks like a synthesis, right?
Yeah.
Of a Blackbeard and a Straw Hat pirate.
That's why I don't trust him.
He's just good and just bad enough.
Because the thing about it is that his ability was used on Luffy first. And like, this goes through a rubber man. Why would you do that, Oda? That's a very interesting context you're putting our boy in.
Yeah.
The same as Blackbeard, but okay, whatever.
I mean, Luffy and Blackbeard's are two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
Two sides that both have Jinbei on their crew.
Yes. No, do it.
Like, the only thing about like Blackbeard,
yeah,
is that he already has a helmsman, right?
Bird is right.
Yeah. His helmsman is already perfect.
But see, Birch is already better than Jinbei.
Yeah. We're gonna do the swap. Man.
No, what?
We're gonna trade out Jinbei. It turns out Burgess was part of Bartolomeo's crew the whole time.
And when I tell you, I couldn't even get mad.
I would love that. Honestly.
I can't even get mad at that. It's so cool. But you know, it'd be funny if that he wasn't even a helmsman to begin with, Jinbei, because there's no investment for that.
Well, yeah, because Fishman Karate helps him see his current.
Don't give me that again.
He doesn't need to be a good helmsman.
Oh, where did people get that from?
Arlong Park. I feel like it's kind of a. Oh God, who is that? Who was that guy that died and then didn't die, but everyone thought he died?
Hachi?
No, not in One Piece, in real life.
Oh, Mandela Effect, yeah.
Yeah, Mandela Effect. It's like a Mandela Effect, right?
Yeah.
Where somebody remembers watching One Piece growing up and remembers Hachi going up and being like, whoa, I can... these maps help me read the currents, and I can blow stuff up, right?
Yeah.
And they remember that as Hachi saying that he could read the currents and blow stuff up because of it.
Yeah, but forgets the part.
And then that guy told someone else, like, "Yo, Fishman Karate helps you read the currents. It said so right here." And then they took it at face value and then told their friends, who told their friends, and all of a sudden, Fishman Karate helps you read the current.
That's insane to me.
And it all culminated in Fishman Island when Jinbei did the thing. And everyone's like, yo, remember when Hachi used currents?
You know, it'd be really helpful if he used those currents that he can totally manipulate to save his island from a giant ship.
I don't think he could manipulate the currents quite that much.
Why are you here then, Jinbei? That was a perfect opportunity, Mr. Helmsman.
it's kind of weird that Jinbei. It's so weird because, like, have we had any crew member earn their spot by performing the acts of their
Usopp?
Yeah. What even is Usopp's role?
Sniper.
Brave warrior?
Sniper.
Yeah, but we didn't get that. We didn't really cement that until Water 7.
No, when he's on the ship, he shoots a cannon.
He shoots a cannon and says, "Whoa, I did it." But like the entire one of the purposes of Water 7 in Eni's lobby was to really cement Usopp, right?
Right.
Because Usopp is the sniper.
Yeah.
But Usopp doesn't believe he's the sniper.
Yeah, but then Luffy gave him that role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Usopp didn't believe it yet.
That's true.
It doesn't matter until Usopp believes it.
Yeah, because then he gets a rejoining thing with Frankie after the fact.
Yeah, because he left the crew and then rejoined the crew.
Right.
It was like a oh my god. Dude, it's just like that one story that I heard about this guy, Jesus.
So.
Who died and was reborn.
Well.
Anyway.
But, well, we'll get into this in a, not we, but me. I'll get into this in a bigger video that I've talked about for almost a year. But,
the Jinbei movie is going to be insane.
It's going to be crazy. Because this is just going to be me yelling for an hour.
This man is a fraud!
This man's a fraud! Fry him! Fry him! Also, it bothers me. This is in an upcoming short. You remember Sasuke?
Vaguely.
The Triceratops man.
Yeah.
It was confirmed via Vivicards. You know that Vivicard visual dictionary thing?
Yeah.
That he is a fish man.
Yeah.
He is a unicorn something fish man.
Like a narwhal, basically.
Kinda, yeah. That's why he has horns.
I think I remember hearing that Sasuke was a fish man. I didn't know exactly what kind he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sasuke rules.
Yeah.
I only say, like, I vaguely remember him just as a jab against him because who remembers Sasuke?
Yeah, right. But I say that to say, this Jinbei person doesn't even look like a whale shark. That always bothered me. Why does he look like he looks like an Oni? And it's funny because he shows up in the Oni arc, but okay, whatever. Okay, I've gone on too long. Let's continue. I'm
just trying to think, it's like it would be funny if Jinbei had like a fish food, but nah, he swam before.
No, he swam.
Dang it.
He could be a half-breed, though.
Maybe.
Because something has to be up. Because it's too weird. Or I could be looking too far into this, but
yeah, like maybe Oda was just trying to do something goofy with the design.
Yeah.
He's like, well, he's a whale shark, so I'll make him look like a whale and a shark. But I'll emphasize whale because it might be a pun somewhere. Who knows?
And whales are friendly because remember Brooke?
Mm-hmm. Dude, I want to see the island whale fish, man. Oh my god.
He's gonna be a precious boy.
I need Wadatsumi to have a friend.
Yes, if he's still alive, that is.
If he's still alive. He did get roasted by Oven.
But Jinbei won't tell us what happened, so.
That is wild.
That's what I'm saying. There's too much
Nobody
empty.
even asked.
Oh no, somebody asked. He said, "Oh, they all got away fine." Really?
Cool.
Huh. Mysterious. They got away from the one crew in this series that has a man with an anti-fishman weapon. Okay. Based.
Very cool, Jinbei. Good one. I don't know, though. Post-Wano was so aggravating.
Yeah.
In every conceivable way. Because post-Wano, we needed that explanation from Jinbei. Didn't get it. We needed that scene where everybody puts their foot on the barrel to cap off the end of part 2 of the series. We didn't get it. Everybody yells out their dreams. We didn't get it.
And besides him surfing the Sunny in the green room or whatever, which is not impressive. I don't know why people keep talking about it.
It's a cool set piece.
It's a cool set piece, but let me remind...
It's a cool thing to do to surf a ship.
Yeah, you know what's cooler? The knock-up...
You fly.
Yeah, and being on a dumb little cruise ship and going up the knock-up stream.
Yeah.
As a rookie pirate crew. That's cool. But, you know, there's been...
That is wild that they managed to helm the knock-up stream.
That's what I keep saying.
But they get next to Egghead and go, wow, water's real bit rough, guys.
Frankie, take the wheel!
Take the wheel!
That's what I keep saying. And there's no what's the word?
Reaffirmation.
Reaffirmation, thank you. Of the role for Jinbei, because they leave Wano. Luffy's like, get out the way, Jinbei. Kids will get in front of us. From leaving Wano. Then we get to Egghead. Oh no, Luffy fell into the water. Frankie, take the wheel. Mind you, this has not happened with any other Straw Hat. Frankie never says, Usopp, you're terrible at aiming. Let me shoot him. Nami never says, Robin, you're holding the book upside down. Let me read it for you. That never happened.
Swirly eyebrow, let me make that quiche.
Exactly. Never. Never. Yeah, it's happened like twice in a row. After all that glazing we did in Whole Cake Island. Like, brother, it's getting weirder.
I was ready to feast.
Oof.
And then he made us wait for 7 years.
7 years.
My brother in Christ. And now that he's finally on the crew, like that's what aggravates me about it.
Yeah.
Fishman Island, Jinbei, join the crew. Cat, gotta do something. Whole Cake Island. Okay, Jinbei, you did the thing. Join the crew. Cat. Okay, 7 years pass. Okay, Jinbei joined the crew. Finally. What's he gonna do? Nothing.
Nothing.
Does nothing. Doesn't even interact with the crew. Rook interacted with the crew.
All the time.
Frankie interacted with the crew.
All the time.
Do we just not have time?
I get... Because
that's one of the things that we are sorely missing in a lot of One Piece.
Yeah.
That's why people are saying that we are missing some of the soul.
Yeah.
Right? Is that we don't have these moments of characters just bouncing off each other as much. Because we have to just tell the story. Which cool. We have to explain the lore, alright, fine, but I want more scenes of Nami with berries in her eyes.
Right, yeah.
I want more scenes of Zoro and Usopp being brave and being cowardly.
Fair.
I want more scenes of Brook doing anything, really.
Yeah.
Brook and Frankie doing anything just always was very fun.
It was. But you know what's... Oh, go on.
I just want more family time, I guess.
Speaking about that, look at this pizza pound.
Speaking of the absolute soul, we are feasting, my brother.
Look at her. Look, she's so happy.
This I love.
This is good.
Kuma living the last 2 years of his life like they are the last 2 years of his life is incredible. Given every complaint that I've had so far, all this nitpicking and whining and moaning, this is it. This is good. This is what I love.
It's so good.
Eating pizza.
Eating pizza.
They got it from Borsellino.
Yeah. Right, he does have an Italian name. Oh my god. I didn't even notice that. You're right. And this is the last meal that Bonnie has with her father, which is probably why it's her favorite. And I guess Kuma's last meal period.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I forgot Bonnie's favorite food is pizza.
Yeah, pizza margherita, because it's the last meal she had with him.
Oh my. Dude, that's soul.
It is.
That's P.
It is.
That's actually P. I don't care about the Nika awakening. This is what I come to One Piece for.
Yes. And I like that she's a funny little doodle in Kuma's lap. That's great.
Yeah, it's so good.
The pizza's bigger than her.
The pizza is bigger than her. And she's going to eat it all.
Yes. Very funny, baby. I clap. Very good.
Everything about this is awesome. Just like Kuma being a guy.
Yeah.
Is great.
Because he rarely...
This is where you should really be hammering home the tragedy of...
Yeah.
Because this is like, oh, this is awesome. Kuma's doing cool stuff. He's saving his daughter. He's becoming a robot. But, you know, he's spending the last 2 years of his life living them to his absolute fullest. Not wallowing in despair that he's going to die. Not anything like that. My man is living. And that's where the tragedy should... This is where the tragedy should be hidden.
Yeah.
Not up ahead going, oh man, I can't wait to die.
No, fair. Oh, this is such a good panel.
That's why I have these nitpicks. That's why I complain about them. Because we are so close to him being perfect.
Yeah.
But it's on a razor's edge, right? If you go too far, well, now I can't take it seriously.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god, he put the doodle on his ship, dude.
I love that.
That's so good.
All these other try-hard warlords, I'm going to have a big skull on my ship. Ooh, yeah. I'm dangerous.
My man will take out entire battalions. With this tiny little doodle drawn by a 10-year-old. Immaculate. Incredible even.
Superb. Simply gorgeous. Unironically, one of, if not the strongest warlord has this as his ship. Fantastic.
I put Kuma as the strongest warlord.
Well, what about Mihawk?
What about Mihawk?
Zakk.
What about Mihawk?
Zakk.
Come on.
We can't do that.
This is Kuma.
But he's got them.
Kuma can push physics, reality, and metaphysical concepts.
But Mihawk could probably cut reality. I don't know, bruh.
And Kuma can push it back together.
That's true. Oh, excuse me. But yeah. Yeah. I love his ship. It's got the little ear doodles on the side. That's so great.
Yeah. Oh, his ship is so good.
I didn't think he had one.
Apparently he did.
I'm glad he did, because I swore he just paw pad everywhere. I'm glad he has a ship.
I mean, to be honest, why would he need a ship?
Right?
Well,
give him one. Who cares?
Yeah, why not?
It's cool.
I'll have to reread, finish rereading Thriller Bark to see if he shows up with a ship or not.
Yeah, they're just plastered into the ship, the ears.
Yeah, it's cute. It's great.
It's adorable. Okay.
My homies.
All my homies.
Love Kuma.
Indeed.
I would like to apologize to everyone who felt offended when I said that it'd be cool to beat up Kuma in the One Piece fighting game as the training dummy. I didn't mean it. I was in a... Hang on, I gotta find a dog. Hang on. Here's one. Alright, I'm sitting down, I'm petting the dog. I was in a really dark place. And I just hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me. You, the audience. As it is your fault that I did these terrible, awful things and I said these horrible things. It's your fault, really. Not mine. I hope you can forgive me for what you made me do. Man, I'm going to be a great YouTuber.
You are. Meanwhile, I'm doing the peace sign by Kuma's grave. Oh no, cut that out. Now leave it in because it's funny.
Okay. Interesting theory.
Oh, all right.
Hollow Shell
Right.
isn't Kuma.
Oh.
Big
Ooh.
Robot
Is Kuma?
is Kuma?
Huh. Big robot equal Kuma.
Now it is ancient. It has a lot of moss growing on it. What if that was the first attempt that Vegapunk did to make a big weapon of the military?
Maybe. Maybe.
Because Kuma pushed out his memories out of his, right?
Right.
But he still has, like, directives and will. We don't exactly know what that means, but what if Kuma could push other things out?
Yeah.
We talk about pushing out, like, the soul, right?
Right.
I don't remember if they actually said soul or not, or just memory.
I think it was memory, yeah.
Yeah, it might just be memory, but, like, what if Kuma could push other things? What is the soul of a man? Could Kuma push that?
I don't see why not.
Could Kuma put his essence in a big robot? Because, like, it is weird that the robot reacts to Gear 5th,
Yeah.
right?
Because why would it react to the drum beat if it had no, like, relationship with it?
Why would it react to the drum beat? And then, like, it reacts to the drum beat. That's, like, the last thing that we saw at Egghead.
Right.
The last thing that we saw at Egghead before the Kuma flashback.
Yes.
Every chapter, every single Kuma flashback chapter has mentioned that drum beat.
Yes.
And now we have a big robot that interacts with it?
Interesting.
Why?
Yes. Now, that is a very good idea. And it makes total sense. Huh.
Like, there is a glaring flaw in my logic.
What is it?
And that's the fact that the mech is ancient and old.
Yeah.
It's not something that Vegapunk built. It would have had to have been like Kuma putting his essence into the robot, which we've already had him push out his memories. So I don't know. But there's something going on.
It is.
That robot is related to Kuma somehow. Maybe it's like, oh, the Buccaneers passed down the story for big robot?
Nah.
React to it? Probably not. I mean, Kuma's been on the island for a while. Did the robot not awaken to them doing it that in the party scene here?
So what you're saying is that Kuma is Freddy Fazbear.
I want to say Kuma is Freddy Fazbear.
That's for the clips. Kids, come watch the show. Five Nights at Freddy's, Five Nights at Freddy's, Five Nights at Freddy's. That for the algorithm.
There we go.
That's going to be a thumbnail too. Watch it. Watch the show.
Oh my god. It all comes full circle.
Oh no.
Freddy Fazbear's what?
Pizza. The show's over. I'm so over it. No. I hate it here.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I have fallen into a trapping of my own making.
It's all coming together, boys.
I am but the tiger who set a trap for himself.
I am but the carp who climbs the ocean.
Oh, Lord. How did I fall into it? It was right there. Man, make a short about this.
By all means.
Oh. Can you cut me down from this rope that I've tied myself in? Oh, Lord. Ah.
I would, but it's made of Buggy's power.
No! No! And then his suffering continued forever and ever and ever.
Because it turned out he was also the soul of a boy trapped in a mechanical shell.
No!
Oh, God.
I love the Rose Skull podcast, and you do too.
Subscribe
Subscribe
right now if you made it this far.
Subscribe now. Subscribe to every affiliate channel that's in the drop down below. Do kids still say drop downs? Whatever do you kids say?
I don't even know. Description?
Description, is that too long of a word for you all?
I don't even know.
Oh.
I don't know. What's a good way to let us know that you've made it this far?
Type 2 in the chat.
Two's in the chat.
2's in the chat. For NEQ.
I would say type Freddy in the chat, but
that's too many letters.
That's too many letters. Also, it's going to be the thumbnail, so.
Right, yeah. How does it go? Yeah.
Do, 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 do. Kuma is here. Alright.
Prepare your rear. He does just
Good Lord, that's a lot of pizza.
And all he does is hand out spankings, so I mean literally he spanks.
It is a good thing that Kuma is here because that's a lot of cheese.
Oh,
this man can push anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Well, Bonnie doesn't have a problem with eating anything, apparently.
Bonnie is perfect in every way. It's probably those Hashirama cells that she got.
Probably. She's the only character in the series. You're right, actually. I'm gonna make sure about that. Because I looked it up, you're right. She's the only character that does not refer to a devil fruit as disgusting.
Yeah.
Are you that hungry, child? What?
Well, it's not even that she didn't mention eating it.
Which is weird.
She didn't even mention everyone's like, "Oh my god, you ate a devil fruit." And that was the end of it. Okay?
Yeah. Just all right.
Where did she get it? Why does she have it?
Shanks.
Saturn?
Figurlin Garland.
Bonnie's dad, whoever that is? I don't know.
Oh, we don't find out. I'm with you. Because the moment we find that out, they are immediately evil.
Yeah. And I don't want that much evil in any of the characters.
No.
I wouldn't want that evil on Charlos. We already hate Charlos. Why would we do that to him?
Right.
But what if, I don't know, Bonnie had it as an infant? I don't even know.
Yeah.
What if they fed an infant a devil fruit and saw what happened? It's possible. Bonnie's had to be indoors all her life.
Fair.
I can't imagine that she ever would have learned to swim.
Right.
Especially since her dad is a devil fruit user.
Right. Because all they've taken is baths.
Yeah.
And he just puts the little baby in the wash tub. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like, she might?
Yeah?
But if you gave an infant a devil fruit, if you put her in the bath, then it would be very obvious.
Yeah? She would not like
Kuma
that.
Kuma shouldn't be surprised if she had that since birth.
Yeah.
Which means that just one day, randomly, she conjured a devil fruit. Which I guess stranger things have happened?
Yeah, and it's like a devil fruit that's been recorded already.
Yeah.
So Then again, yeah, intent can bring things to people, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
But I had a thought. Then it went away.
There goes the thought.
Oh, yeah. We get back to the present. I hope we get a cool Monty Python reference in which a giant foot squishes a big spider.
Very cool.
Or like a how can I word this? Like a woman of a certain age seeing a spider in the house, she takes off her shoe and beats it to death with it.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice if Luffy did that with his sandal against Saturn. Just hockeyed up the sandal.
I'm gonna be real. I hope Luffy's out of this whole fight.
Really? Wow, alright.
I think Luffy and Kizaru taking each other out is perfect.
Okay, I'm down to clown.
And leaving the rest of the crew to deal with Saturn, including the giant mechanized Nika robot that we just got on our side.
I can dig it.
I can't imagine that Saturn's going to actually stay if he thinks that he could possibly be in any remote danger, right?
Right. Huh. It's interesting.
So just having Saturn dip, I guess, I don't know, that wouldn't feel very satisfying.
Well,
because like Saturn has to die, right?
I would think, because like
you can't put Kuma through this much absolute torment. Like, but we're not gonna kill Saturn. I mean, he could run away with his tail between his legs, and then we'd be like, Eam is mad and kill Saturn. We could do that.
But like, the problem now is he's become too valuable. Because Oda doesn't like kill characters outright, he'd rather use them for later.
Yeah.
Because now Saturn can be used for later for our future fight. Or something else.
What is Saturn?
That is a good question. Because we really don't know.
Saturn is being treated like main antagonist of an arc, right?
Yes.
I mean, I think back to like Punk Hazard, right?
Yes.
Caesar Clown shows up and activates his Conqueror's Hockey and knocks everyone, including Luffy, out. And everyone's like, oh my god! Which is legitimately amazing because I love... Remember when that happened? When Caesar showed up and then like activated Conquerors and then everyone got knocked out and then it was revealed later that he just like sucked all the air out of everything.
That's amazing.
Knocked it out that way.
That's great. I forgot. Was Conquerors the cover for that?
Everyone thought it was Conquerors at first, at the end of the chapter.
Oh.
And then like the next chapter came, like the end of the chapter was like, oh my god, he's got Conqueror's Hockey. That's great. He knocked out Luffy with it. How are we gonna beat Caesar Clown? And then next chapter, Luffy's like, I couldn't breathe. And then like Zoro's like, oh yeah, he just took the air out of us. It's like, oh, that rapscallion.
That's funny.
It was legitimately funny.
Because I forgot the Conqueror's Hockey part. I remember the oxygen part. But yeah, that's crazy. I love that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite uses of hockey in the entire series. Because they used that as a bait and switch for a joke.
Oops, turns out I'm not that good. Haha, fools.
Gangster Gastino could never, though.
No.
His hockey could obliterate Luffy.
He took one step, and the hockey emanating from that step shattered the entire Straw Hat Grand Fleet. Oh boy. Well, no break next week.
There's that at least. We get to live. We get to live in hell immediately. So what is going to happen?
What is?
Because good God, I'm afraid.
Oh, Kuma walks over to Luffy. You eating the gummo gummo no me. You are actually Nika, the child of destiny. Well,
it can't be. It can't be that Kuma knows the switch.
Yeah.
That cannot be a thing.
No.
That would have been mentioned before.
Yes.
It has to be like, I don't even know. Luffy's gonna be there and he's gonna like start doing the chant, right?
Yeah.
And Kuma would be like, how do you know that? He's like, I don't know. It's just always existed in my heart. And Kuma's like, he really is the one, or some not like. I'm scared. I am so scared.
Oh, what if like he's like running out to the shore and he's like, "Hey Sue, don't forget I'm going to be." And then Kuma from the bushes with the tiger hears him say that and he's like, that's what was in the sacred text, like you said.
Like, how I feel best case scenario for this is that Kuma doesn't say a word to Luffy.
Yes.
It's got to be like Kuma studies Luffy.
Yes.
Or, I don't even know, because, like, you could do anything here.
Yeah.
And Kuma's Devil Fruit just negates anything that he does.
Very sneaky, Oda.
Because you could beat the crap out of Luffy, and then you could push away his pain so it didn't even feel it. Push away his memories so it didn't even happen. Also,
yes.
At the chapter end, I do like how they have Luffy eating the pizza.
Wait, what?
At the very end.
Oh.
Yeah, right next to chapter end. We did a doodle of Luffy eating the pizza.
I didn't even notice that. That's so good, Zakk.
I just noticed it right now. It's blessed. I like it.
Da 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 da. Very good. Well, anime folks, you got some cool stuff ahead. But you're probably not listening to this. Well, sir.
Good chapter, all in all.
Good chapter.
I am afraid of the future.
Yeah.
I think they could cool it with Kuma a little bit.
That's ideal.
But all in all, they had pizza time.
Pizza time indeed.
Call your mom. Tell her that you love her. Get some pizza in you. Before you do that, subscribe to Paula Feedworks.
And before you do that, you should subscribe to Reddit Sephiroth.
Pause open, gentlemen.
Don't be dodgy.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wait, it's a Kuma chapter! Call your dad! It's too late. Cut this.